Top 5 Ultimate Gaming PCs to Buy. A gaming PC is one of the most flexible ways to play games, with options to upgrade and pick just the parts you need. There's plenty to keep in mind when buying a gaming PC: power, size, components, and what resolution you want to play at. We'll jump into our tested picks for best pre-built gaming PCs to buy. Before we continue, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. Number 5. Lenovo Legion Tower 7i, Gen 8. The Lenovo Legion Tower 7i isn't the flashiest pre-built gaming PC, but with standardized parts, it's upgradable for the future. We're fans of the board's 4 M.2 slots, which allow room for lots of storage, though one is taken up by the Wi-Fi card. There are 4 USB Type-A ports on the front, which is a nice amount for a gaming desktop, and it means you won't have to reach behind the system just to plug in some accessories or external storage. The combination of the Intel Core i9-13900KF and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4080 provided strong gaming scores across our benchmarks. Those should also make for a powerful workhorse, though our system wasn't running at advertised RAM speeds. While it includes DDR5 5600 RAM in the system, the sticks ran at 4400 MHz, which may have an effect, particularly in productivity applications. But those looking for a gaming PC that doesn't stand out too much will have a powerful gaming PC in the Legion, especially if they're looking to make changes to the internals later. Number 4. Corsair One i300. In some ways, the Corsair One i300 is a console-like pre-built PC. It takes up very little space on a desk with a 6.93 by 7.87-inch base that rises slightly taller than an Xbox Series X. But in that metal chassis is a set of top-end components, including an Intel Core i9-12900K, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti, 64 GB of DDR5 RAM, and a 2 TB PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD. The design pulls in air through the sides and exhausts it out the top, and it's not particularly loud. But that same petite form factor is what makes it difficult to upgrade. Sure, it's possible, but you have very limited room to work with, and the sides don't come off because the radiators are connected to them. Number 3. Alienware Aurora R15. The Alienware Aurora R15's biggest updates are all about cooling. Alienware parent Dell has added in a 240mm radiator, finally moving on from a 120mm cooler, which should allow for much better CPU performance. There is also more ventilation on the side, and this all made for a quieter PC to our ears. It's not much of a surprise that with an Intel Core i9-13900KF and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090, the Aurora plowed through our benchmarks measuring gaming and productivity performance. On the one hand, we really like how many ports are accessible on the front of the Aurora, including 3 USB Type-A ports, a USB Type-C port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The downside is that Alienware is using a proprietary motherboard to achieve that, making it difficult to fully upgrade the system in the future. The GPU, RAM, and CPU are accessible on our model, and there's room for additional storage. Our review unit was maxed out, so there wouldn't be much of a reason to make many changes outside of storage anytime soon. Number 2. Maingear MG1 Silver. A lot of the gaming PCs we test are top of the line, top of budget machines. But it doesn't always have to be that way. We were impressed by the Maingear MG1 Silver, largely because it's a mid-range system that doesn't feel like you're getting much less. The chassis still feels fairly premium, though it could use some more dust filters. It has impeccable cable management, and all of the parts are name brand, giving you ample room to upgrade later on. And there's no bloatware on the system, so you don't have to spend time uninstalling lots of junk before you get to gaming. We tested the Shroud edition of the Maingear MG1 Silver, which comes with special edition magnetic faceplates. That adds an extra $100 to the $1,149 starting price. So unless you're a big fan of Shroud, the Esports gamer and Twitch streamer stick to the regular version, which is otherwise identical, and spend that money on games. Number 1. MSI Infinite RS 13th. If you're looking for the best of the best, the MSI Infinite RS 13th delivers top-of-the-line performance, as long as you're willing to pay for it. Between the 13th Gen Intel Core i9 and a liquid-cooled NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090, this system delivers awesome performance, while still being quiet and upgradable down the line. All of the parts are standard, and the case, the MSI Prospect 700RL, is roomy. In fact, for some it may be too roomy, but it can fit the 2 radiators and 9 fans that made this system all but silent in our testing. A keyboard and mouse are included, though you'll likely want to get something a bit nicer. In our testing, we got some incredible performance out of the Infinite. If you value smooth gameplay and upgradability out of your pre-built and will sacrifice room on or under your desk, this is the one to consider. This brings us to the end of our video. At the end, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Stay tuned.